Online health coaches and fitness pros, you already have a solid group of clients that you give crazy results to, but now you're looking at 2025 thinking, how can I maximize the amount of people inside my programs? So in this episode, I'm actually going to share with you the 10 different ways that you can use to market your coaching business moving forward into 2025. And I'm also going to be sharing with you a little special surprise that you can be a part of to kick your New Year's in business building off right. Now, for those of you who don't know me or follow the channel, what's going on? I'm Andrew Kostler from Coach to Coach Systems. I'm an online business coach, and I help coaches and online fitness pros do things like create client converting content, sell better with a no BS way of sales, and I really like to focus on building value stacked funnels where clients join you because of who you are, not just because of your program name or what's in your modules. So if you're tuning in for the first time, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit subscribe and click the bell icon so that way you can turn on notifications. So every time I drop a new video, you'll get access to that too. So let's get started right into this marketing list. Now, just as a little disclaimer, I've done my last few episodes on changes in the industry and what won't work for 2025 to build a coaching business. So I just want to recap a moment on the 3 most important things that really influence the 10 marketing tools that I selected, because during this list, I'm sure you're going to be asking yourself, why did he pick this as a way of marketing? And so I want it to be really clear to you that what I've chosen here as these marketing tools is because of the direction that the industry is going. So the 3 things that you always need to keep in mind are as follows. Number 1, you need to focus on creating your own stage. So these days, it's not enough anymore to piggyback on someone else's podcast or do the occasional seminar for someone else's business or client group. Don't get me wrong, those things are good. They are, but they leave you at the mercy of other people's timelines and schedules, and sometimes those opportunities can take many months to set up, which isn't scalable if you're looking to do something past $50K a month, reoccurring month over month. Now, the second thing is you need to create your own tribe. People are way too ad fatigued. They no longer want cookie cutter coaching, and they want to know that you as a coach get their problems at a deep level and that you actually give a shit and are different from every other copy and paste coach out there, which leads to number 3, you need to be and create meaningful connections. You got to be meaningful with your connections. And I mean, think about how you buy as a coach. You wouldn't buy from a person you only hear from, whether there's an offer available. You wouldn't invest in a coach who doesn't take the time to connect with you. And you also wouldn't want to work with a coach who cannot be consistent or who wasn't working to create a movement more than just getting more signups to work with them. Bottom line, people don't want to be client number freaking 22346. They want the coach to know their name and know that they understand and know that they get them as a person, which leads to our 10 marketing tools that I selected. So marketing tool number 1, that is YouTube. Now, this is not a bias from me. Hands down, if you are a high-level coach that has one-on-one options or does things like high-level mastermind coaching, then you need your audience to see your face, connect with your energy, and receive information from you in long-form content where you can actually build a meaningful connection with them. Now, you also want to be placing your content on a platform that is highly searchable and that the primary focus of the platform is the user's interest. So unlike Facebook, Instagram, where it's all about marketing and making marketing dollars, YouTube is perfect for this. It focuses on the user's interest as well as it is the 2nd largest search engine besides Google, in which many of your high-level audience are frequently on YouTube listening to long-form podcasts like this one, vlogging journeys, and they're also using the platform to stay plugged into their day-to-day life. Now, you can approach YouTube in many ways. You can simply start a podcast and do weekly episodes. You can also create a channel like myself where you can separate different categories to make videos and content easily searchable. The best thing, however, for visibility and attracting a new audience is YouTube Shorts. So similar to Instagram and Facebook Reels, YouTube allows you to make that 45 to 60-second window where you can place quick content and connect with people and pique their interest. So the best thing that I love about YouTube, though, is you can build your list of subscribers, where when people actively subscribe, you can guarantee that they're going to see every new episode or get every post as long as they hit the notification bell and they sub to the channel like you guys did hopefully for mine. So this makes it easy as your subs grow to speak to a closer and more personal audience, unlike Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, where you're at the mercy of changing algorithms. Now, for number 2, speaking of not being at the mercy of changing algorithms, that is email marketing. Sorry, coaches, guess what? Email marketing is not dead. As a matter of fact, email is one of the top 3 highest converting ways to get more clients for coaches. That is because if you nurture consistently, you can keep a connection with your audience members who opted into your offers in the past. Now, it's interesting to know that it takes an average of 20 to 25 emails in my business, and I'll share that with you, to get a coach to the point where they feel comfortable on taking action on an offer, which means it's about delivering emails with high value and high consistency. So don't think that this is going to work if you send an email only once per month. You should be sending one a week and make sure that there is tons of value in it. Lead them to a long form piece of content in the email. Lead them to a pre-recorded seminar that helps them and show them that you are different from every other coach because you do show up every week. Make sure you have emails going out to past clients also, because people who are with you once, they're usually the people who would most likely want to buy from you and be with you again. Which leads us to number 3, social media. For some reason, platforms like Facebook and Insta seem to be a love-hate relationship with coaches because they know they need to be showing up there, but they also don't like competing with other coaches and fighting for leads and fighting for attention. But here's the thing, it's because you're doing social media wrong. So when it comes to your socials, it's about intentional posting first, because we want to curate and create content that speaks to our highest clients only. Then it's visibility second, which means that we don't need to be on every platform. We just need to show up on 1 to 2 platforms maximum. This means that we can double down on the quality of our content to then funnel all of your audience to ways that we can take them off the platform, like email lists, YouTube channels, maybe a school group where we can get their attention full time. Now, the way you should be operating on your socials is pretty simple. Just be you as a coach. Showcase how you operate in your life. Show the outcomes and results of doing your work, and share your client results, and then show them the excitement through your transformation process. Now, notice how I really didn't say share tips and tools. Let's be real, they probably already have all the tips and tools they could ever be looking at. Those are less important in the game of connection and building a relationship with people. Once people know that you're credible, they know that you're going to have the tips and the tools. They're going to want to know if you connect with them and if you get them. So speaking of connection, this is where number 4 comes in handy. Do your own events. So when I mentioned earlier about using people's audience and how that's kind of few and far between, this is where you can really work to stabilize that, to scale big and scale quickly as a coach. You know, I shared at the beginning of this, people have been very online fatigued and ad fatigued. And what is missing now is real human connection, where you can get into the room and feel a person's energy, especially the coach's energy. So what a great opportunity then to host your own high-level retreat, or bring a past and present client out to do a 1 to 2 day stage event. There, you can bring them close to your coaching energy, and you can help them getting better results by building a community. Now, if you haven't done this on your own before, and you're wondering like, okay, well, how do I get a bunch of people for this because maybe you don't have a giant audience, then that's the easiest part. Invite guest speakers. Other coaches that you trust who don't do what you do also have their own audience who would be more than excited to join you on stage and have the opportunity to speak. So think about this. Let's say you're going to have 4 speakers, you're one of them, and you've got 3 other people, and each of you are responsible for bringing 10 people each. A very easy number to hit. Now you have 40 people right there. If you were to charge something like $397, upwards of $997 for the ticket, that can make a huge impact on your business, and you can be coaching and working with a lot of people in front of you. So the best part about creating your own stage and events is that if you do it well, then you can continue to bring the same people back year after year because they're going to want to be in that energy. They're going to want to continue to grow, giving your people a powerful way to stay connected with you and your coaching community. Now, outside of creating your own events, you can also do number 5, which is speaking engagements. This is in a different section separate from retreats because there are tons of coaches out there that I come across who don't realize that there are a lot of companies with very big budgets that would pay to have a health coach and practitioner come to their company and help their employees get healthier. Now, the biggest topics going into this year are going to be mental health, stress reduction, healthy workplace habits, and active aging as employees get older. So if you can contribute to any of these areas or all of these areas, then companies will happily pay you $2,200 to upwards of $10,000 to speak depending on the size of the event or how many times you're going to go to speak with them and the company. Now, the key with this is to show up with the speaker sheet and send them topics designed to help them in their business, do a little bit of research, and lead with a call or a personal reach out, asking how you can help them. Ask them where the most benefits usage is so you can see where they're spending the money. Now, when you do get a company to say yes, you can also ask them for intros to other companies or brand partners to make getting other speaking engagements and events even easier. Now, the best part about speaking is you can, with permission, of course, you can have a small offer. You can pitch a self-paced course or a program at the end of your presentation for people to take action on at the end of your talk. Now, you can also market to audience and you can also sell at these talks by doing number 6, which is writing a book. So if you want to stand out and show that you are both different and credible, then writing a book is one of the best ways to do that in marketing. So contrary to what most coaches think, it's actually not that difficult to get a book out there, and there are very simple ways to self-publish, but the main thing is basically you write a main script, you hire a good editor, and then you can use some type of a self-publishing service like Amazon's Kindle Direct Publishing. This is where they're going to package, print, and ship your book for you. They just take a portion of the book sale without you having to carry 1,000+ books worth of stock at a time. Now, to make book sales is pretty simple, and to market is pretty simple. Spreading the message becomes easier if you have another call to action inside of your book as well to lead people to your programs. So to sell copies quickly, you can replace a speaker fee of $2,500 or $2,200 with something like, hey guys, I just want you to buy 200 books and distribute them to your employees or your audience, where you can still get the sales, but also get your main message out, which is really the point. Writing a book is on this list because of the title that you can leverage to then get access to more and higher audiences. So being a best-selling author or having a certain title from a book allows you to get on other people's podcasts, get on their channels, hop on other stages. And believe it or not, a title like Amazon bestseller, it's actually not that difficult to get. It only requires selling 1,000 copies within any given week of your book. So you could do this technically with 2 to 3 speaking gigs of the right size and having a pre-buy list and marketing up to the launch of your book. Now, let's say you're a copy person like me. You're like, I love writing copy, but you're thinking to yourself, I don't have time for a book. This is where number 7 comes in, which is blogging. Blogging is a different form of nurture than an email list, and most coaches, when they have a blog, seem to just reuse content that they put out, and they believe that that's enough. That's my blog because I've reused a post. You want to do marketing well, then blogging is more about showcasing a deep dive into a particular subject that you coach on, and then making sure that you're sharing on multiple topics that your clients are really into, even if it's not directly related to your coaching. If you do a blog correctly, then the multiple topics you use, as well as the deep dive into the subjects you're focusing on, will act as an incredible SEO to lead people to your website, your social media feed, as well as your podcasts and your channels, which is really good to attract long-term leads. Now, some of the best blogs that I've seen with coaches put them right at the top of Google, mean they don't have to rely on ads and have a one-up on people who spend thousands of dollars on good sites just because they do good upfront value with blogs. Now, enough about blogs. Let's get into something I'm really excited about. Number 8, which is a value stacked funnel. Man, this may be lower on the list, but there's no positive thing, hands down. It's what gets the business owners inside of our Coach to Coach program the highest quality leads and the most consistent leads, having a value stacked funnel. Now, clients who are ready to buy right away and take action in the DMs, they come from a funnel like this. This is about creating your own unique value draw. This could be a 4-day masterclass series, a high-level live training, or a webinar that solves a specific problem that your audience has, and then it has a specific offer, to help people with the rest of their client journey. So this funnel doesn't have to have a fancy landing page or hundreds of emails, but really it has an irresistible offer, an ascension-based piece of content where people say, hey, this coach is speaking to me, and then the value draw itself. Every successful 7-figure coaching business has at least 2 to 3 value stacked funnels where one of them attracts new leads with intro level solutions, one speaks to people in the process of their journey, and one speaks to the highest level of client who wants coaching right in the now. That way, you always have people ready to take off with you on your runway of coaching. Now, if you partner this with your email marketing as well as a YouTube channel or long form piece of content, then you can get people fired up pretty quickly and shorten the time between when they find out about you to when they actually join one of your programs. Now, if you've never seen a value stacked funnel system before, I actually filmed a training on this and went into all the moving parts. Just click the link in the description and I'll tag that so you can check that video out. Now, we're nearing the end of the list, just 2 more left, and I'm going to share my little surprise with you for 2025. So let's do number 9, which is referrals. Man, so many coaches I see not asking for referrals. I know it's easy to just focus on finding the clients in front of you, but statistics show that 1 in every 3 clients will refer to you provided that you ask for a referral. Now, I teach all of our coaches inside of Coach to Coach to ask when clients first join, then follow up 2 weeks later with a reminder for a referral, and then halfway through their program. And look, asking for a referral doesn't have to be sleazy, and I'm going to give you an example of this, and this is typically what I use. I'm like, hey, name, Tom, Jill, Sandra, whatever. Hey, name, I'm super pumped that you joined the program. I just want to let you know that during the process of our coaching, I'm going to be totally focused and dialed in on you so that way we can give you the best results. With that being said, I don't really have a lot of time to market. So if you come across a family or a friend who needs support just like you, can you connect them with me so I can help them with coaching? Yeah, cool. Absolutely, Andrew. Not a problem. And I'm like, cool, amazing. I do that the moment they sign up. And it's that simple. And the best part about this too is referrals already come vetted and are high quality because there is a level of trust and relationship that already exists between your existing client and the person that's being referred to you. And you can also give a type of bonus on both ends, like a $50 referral fee and a $50 fast action bonus as a way to incentivize people as well. Now for the final way of marketing, number 10, meta ads. And you're like, oh, Andrew, you just finished saying create a connection and build relationships. So why are you recommending ads? And I can hear this already. Oh, why are you recommending ads? I've done ads before. Listen up, okay? Just being real. You as a coach, you either have a following or you don't. And if you don't have any following whatsoever, if you're still slowly building content and you're not doing networking, then this is the only way to fast track your viewership. It's the only way to get eyes. You have to pay for the eyes. And that's just a reality of business. You either have the following or you pay for the eyes. Now, the key with meta ads in marketing is to be unique. And you want to use it for more for visibility campaigns rather than selling some BS course or another 6-week challenge. Don't be copy and paste like everyone else. Think about how the best brands use ads, like Coke, Apple, Nike. They don't use an ad to sell a product. They just use an ad to keep placing themselves in front of the person. And if the person is interested in what you have to say, then they're going to go to your social feeds, they're going to follow you, and then they're going to start to become interested in the content you share and then take you up on your next future offer. So all you really need to be careful with is ads is where you put your ads and how you are doing your ads. Pick the places that you know your audience is looking and use the most, so things like likely stories and reels, and then keep the ads less than a minute so you can capture their attention and break the cycle of just scrolling. Now, bottom line, this made the list because, like I said, visibility is important. Okay, if you aren't visible, all of your good content that you're putting out is going to be wasted, so you need eyes. And this is a great way of doing that. Having visibility campaigns, $30 a day, $40 a day is a typical average cost, and that way people are always looking at you. So that's my top 10 list of ways that you can market your health coaching business. And let me know in the comments as well which one really speaks to you, as well as which one you plan on using the most for this year. Now for our little special surprise. At the start of every year, I bring together all of our coaches inside of Coach to Coach, and I like to have them set new intentions and make sure that their goals are in alignment with them. And I had this amazing thought. I was like, you know what? What if I just invited every coach I know to this call so that way we could hear all of each other's goals, vibe off the energy, and we could root for each other coming into 2025. I could call it something like, and I thought of a ridiculous name. I was like, Goal Get It Monday, and then have it start on Monday the 13th in January. But then I had another thought. I was like, you know what? If I go and I just focus on goals, people are still going to say, how do I start the goal? What do I do? I feel a little lost. And so they're going to feel a lot of overwhelm, and that might paralyze coaches to actually take action or put this pressure. So I had another thought, and I was like, what if I didn't do just one training? What if I did 4 trainings? So Monday, still Goal Get It for 2025, where we can set intentions and goals for you. And then Tuesday, focus on building your revenue runway, showing you a way to max your lead nurture so you can continue to get older people to make commitments. Then do a training on Wednesday, a nothing but service-based sales, on how you can upsell and increase your sales without being sleazy, basically teaching you how you can money loop and ascend people through different levels of offers. And then Thursday, show you what connecting with client converting content looks like, which in my opinion creates a 100K gateway in your coaching business. In doing all of these things, you know exactly what you're working on. You're fired up about the goals. You have action steps to be able to work towards, and you get clarity without the feeling of being paralyzed. And then I had another thought. I was like, what if I do this all for free? Because why not? Why not have all of you as coaches come together and get super clear on what you want going into 2025? And like just thinking about it freaking fires me up coming into the new year with all your goals, doubling down on your best form of nurture for your audience, having a ton of ways that you can get more clients into your programs, all while being able to create some of the best and fire content that you've ever freaking created. And I know that this is going to be awesome and it's going to be fire, and I want you to be a part of this. So if you're like, hey, I want to be there, then I'm going to drop a link below to join the 4-day experience. And like I shared, it's going to be on Monday the 13th of January all the way to Thursday the 16th of January. And the plan is to do all the trainings at the same time, 6:30 p.m. EST. So every evening, 1 hour, we dial in, you're super set, and then you can crush the rest of the year. Now, you're going to get the best out of this, and I'll just be upfront, like, going live. Being live is the best way to do this because I'm going all out of this. So I'm not sure if I'm going to give the recording or not because there's going to be a lot of goals and it might be really long trainings and stuff. So depending on how long the sessions are, I may or may not do the recording. So if you want to attend this, then you're going to have to join live. Make sure you join me and the other coaches for that week. Head to the show notes in the description and click the link under the 4-day experience, or you can DM me on Instagram as well. Always love to hear from you guys on Instagram. DM me, Goal Get It. Why not? GOALGETIT for the link to join. That is all for this episode, my friends. Thanks for watching and catch you on the next one. Bye.